Today we're going to be taking a look at a source and you're going to be practicing the skill of corroboration, but the challenge is going to be greater today because you are going to be finding your own source to try to corroborate what Ibn Battuta says about what the Muslim world was like in the 1320s. So remember, even if we do have one source is never enough to make a valid historical claim. So you want to support your historical claims with as much evidence as possible. So here in this slideshow, I'm going to give you a little bit of background about Ibn Battuta and then help you to think about how you might go about using other sources to try to evaluate the accuracy of Ibn Battuta's account. In 1325, a young explorer named Ibn Battuta left his home in Morocco to make a ritual pilgrimage called a Hajj to the holy Muslim cities of Mecca and Medina. Battuta continued to travel and explore for the next 3 decades, 30 years. When he returned home in 1355, Battuta described his travels to the scholar Ibn Juzai, who wrote them down in the Rihla, which means the journey. Although some historians have questioned its accuracy, Ibn Battuta's Rihla has remained a resource for historians to learn about the Muslim world in the 1320s. Today you'll use selections of Ibn Battuta's writings to investigate the question, what was the Muslim world like in the 1320s? To do this work, you must carefully consider the documents you're using to understand the past and the sources that you're using. So as historians, we try to understand what happened in the past by looking at different accounts about the past. For each account that we examine, like Ibn Battuta's account, we need to consider what useful information it provides about the time period we're studying, and we also need to remember that one account is never enough information to understand what happened in the past. That means we must consider the limitations of each document that we examine and think about and seek out the other information we might need.